What's up, guys? I speak softly because it's 7 a.m. Everything is silent around me, so I'm about to make coffee. But today I would like to talk about a setup which is perfect if you want to start vlogging. And I'm gonna start talking about this camera I'm holding right now, which is the Canon M50, shooting now in 4K. So there are two things you need to know that when you shoot in 4K with this camera. Number one, you lose the dual pixel autofocus and all you get is a contrast-based focus, which is, I mean, not bad, but not as good as the dual pixel. And another thing is that this camera is a crop sensor camera. The crop factor is 1.6. So let's say you put a 15 millimeters, like this kit lens, 15 to 45 millimeters. At 50 millimeters, it looks more or less like at 24 millimeters on a full frame. And when you shoot in 4K, you get some extra crop. It punches in quite a bit. Now I'm gonna switch to 1080. I haven't even moved. Same spot, same position, same camera, same everything, of course. And look how much space you have. This is at 15 millimeters, like on a crop sensor camera, which is like a 24 on a full frame. But look how much more you can see compared to when you're shooting 4K. Now I'm gonna finish making coffee and then I'm gonna tell you the rest of the setup, which is gonna be affordable, really cheap and awesome. Switch back to 4K now. It's true you lose the dual pixel autofocus. It punches in quite a bit, like a lot. But hey, come on, look at the quality. Look how sharp it is. Wow. Okay. What's up, guys? Dan Frullani here and welcome back to a new special episode. What's so special about it? Well, in this video I'm gonna show you all you need to get to start vlogging like a pro. While you watch the intro, like, hit the like button, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe. Alright, so what's the first thing you need? I already told you. You need this camera, the Canon M50, which has a 1.6 crop sensor. It's not a full frame. Usually it comes with the kit lens, a 15 to 45 millimeters. This camera is perfect for vlogging. Why? For many reasons. One, it's small and portable and very light. Number two, it has a flip out screen, flips out on the side, that allows you to see yourself while you're in front of the camera. You know, many cameras, they either don't have a flip out screen, so it's impossible to see yourself, and if you're in frame, if you're in focus, everything's fine. You can't see that in many cameras. Or they have a different kind of screen. Like, for example, there is the M5. I don't understand why the screen flips down here. Imagine if you have to put it on a tripod or something. Weird. I mean, why would you do that? By the way, with this camera, no problem. There's a flip out screen and you can see yourself when you vlog. The overall quality is just great. As I said, it has 4K, even though it loses something when shooting 4K, like doesn't have the dual pixel autofocus, just a contrast-based autofocus, which is kind of different. And it crops a little bit more than just the 1.6 of the crop sensor camera. So you may need a very wide lens, but so take that into consideration. Its price, it's around $500, $600, $550 or euros, depends where you live. And I think is the best camera price quality in that price range. Second thing you need to take care of the quality of the audio. How? Buying an external microphone. The one I use, I believe, is great. Is the Rode VideoMicro. You just plug it in. You don't need batteries for it. It takes power from the camera. There's a hot shoe, cold shoe to attach it to the camera, to the M50, and this is it. Isn't it cute? And by the way, its price is around like 50 bucks. I mean, for the quality you get with this microphone, I think it's a no-brainer. But then I believe that if you want to vlog around, holding the camera like this, it's not really practical. I mean, you could, but I mean, you want to do it like pro, you want to do it properly. So you need a mini tripod. And here I have two different options. Number one is the Joby Gorillapod 3K. You don't need the 5K for the M50 because the M50 is so light. The 3K does the job perfectly. I used it a lot with the M50 and never had problems with it. Just one thing, I don't recommend buying it with the Joby head, but just get the basic tripod. And what I suggest you to buy is this head. The brand is Endure. Well, it's just great. You can just screw it here and it can support a lot of weight, this head. So I use this also on the 5K, on the Joby Gorillapod 5K, but you don't want to put a lot of weight on the 3K, and you won't need to if you use the M50 because it's pretty light. But this head is really good. You can use it on different tripods, and most of all, the price is around $25, $30, or sometimes $35. Let's say between $25 to $35, and it's, in my opinion, a really good option. Without screen, and here it is. This is very comfortable, light, portable, and cheap. I mean, because I didn't say the Joby Gorillapod, its price I believe sometimes is around 40, between 35 and 50 euros, something like that. So it's relatively cheap, affordable, and that's my number one recommendation. But if you don't want to spend like 40, 50 for the Joby Gorillapod plus 30 or something for the head, I have a different option for you. It's the Manfrotto Mini Pixie. I mean, this is one of my favorite mini tripods for many different reasons. Because for everything, you know, I have many different reasons, not just one. And one, of course, is that I can use it pretty much with everything. I use it for my LED lights as a stand. I can use it with the gimbal. I can use it with all cameras, and I don't even need a plate or anything. Like, look, you can just screw it here, and this is it. Just push the button here and you can adjust it the way you want. So again, it's really comfortable, even more portable considering its size. So also this is a very good option. Then the price is like between $20, $30 euros, and sometimes there are special offers. For example, sometimes I found it at $15 or 15 euros. And I have more than one. I think I have 3 or 4. I forgot, but for sure I have 2 right here. And you can get it with the phone mount if you want to use it with the phone too, but it's a little bit more expensive. Don't know if it's worth it. Just check it out. And by the way, for all these things I'm suggesting, you'll find the link in the description. I'm not sponsored, but if you click on the links and then you buy one of these things, I get a small commission. So it doesn't cost anything to you, just check them out when you get a chance. So again, Manfrotto Pixie Mini, Manfrotto Pixie Mini, Manfrotto Mini Pixie. Yeah, this. Awesome. Once you have these things, even just with the kit lens being 15 to 45 millimeters, you can create awesome content. you can vlog around like crazy and you're gonna get high quality footage. This is the setup with the Canon M50, Rode VideoMicro, Joby Gorillapod 3K, and Andor head. It's in 4K. Now let's switch to 1080. This is the same setting, but 1080. So you see it doesn't crop as much. If you want to go even wider, you can either get the 11 to 22 millimeters, the M mount lens, or like I prefer EF and EFS lenses. So I suggest you get the 10 to 18 millimeters instead, an EFS lens, and use the Viltrox adapter. So if one day you buy a different camera with an EF or EFS mount, you can still use the lens. Either you use the kit lens, which is pretty good, I believe, or my suggestion, want to go wider, the sharper image, the 10 to 18 millimeters. However, this is just the basic. For this, you're not gonna spend more than $1,000. What am I saying? You're not even gonna spend 800 or 850. Not even. I'm not doing the math here, but just saying, but these things are, in my opinion, the best option if you want to start vlogging and you want quality stuff. You don't need a 1DX Mark II for vlogging. Yes, if you can afford it, yeah, for sure. Quality is never too much, but with the high quality you get with the M50 and these items I just told you, again, you can create awesome footage, awesome vlogs. And I've been vlogging a lot with the M50 in the past, and there are quite a few videos. You want to check them out to see, you know, what you can do with this magic camera, because I believe this is a magic camera. Look how small it is, how cute. It's like a little puppy. And when you see the results from this tiny little camera, you won't believe it. You can always get more things. You can always improve adding lenses to the setup. Of course, there are like M-mount lenses, which are meant to be used specifically on this camera. But honestly, I don't recommend these lenses. I mean, you're free to buy whatever you want, but remember, these lenses, the 15 to 45 millimeters or the 11 to 22 or the 22 millimeters, they're good, really good, but it looks like there's no way on earth to use these lenses on a different kind of camera like the 90D or a full frame like the 5D or the 1DX or any other camera. Like the M-mount lenses only go on this kind of cameras. That's it. And that's why I prefer to suggest different lenses. That's me, I mean, because I used also the 90D, which is filming here right now, and I'm using the 24 millimeters. I can use the 24 millimeters on the M50 using the adapter, the Viltrox here. Also, this one, you find the link in the description. It's like 35 bucks and it allows me to use any EFS lens on the M50. And then if we talk about, for example, the 50 millimeters, which is a lens for full frame cameras, if you put it on the M50 with the regular adapter, bam, it works. And it's really good. I made videos about it and go check them out. If you put the Nifty 50 with the speed booster on the Canon M50, not only will it work perfectly, but the aperture, which is 1.8, will become 1.2. And also the field of view, what you see, the focal length would not be like 80 or 85 or something like that. It will correspond with the speed booster more like to a 58. So closer to a real full frame 50 millimeters. All I can say, if you decide to get this set up either with the Joby Gorillapod and the Andor head or with the Manfrotto Mini Pixie, Manfrotto Pixie Mini. I mean, this is the basic. With this, you can do pretty much anything. You can vlog. You want to make B-rolls? You can make B-rolls with this. No problem at all. But if you want like more shallow depth of field and a little bit more quality, you want to get either the 24mm 2.8, which I can't show to you right now because I'm using it on the 90D. I talked about it in a video like 2 weeks ago or something, so just check it out when you get the chance. Or you can use the Nifty 50 with the normal adapter or with the speed booster. And I mean, like, yeah, the 24mm is great, it's good, it's very good quality, is what I recommend after the kit lens or to use together paired up with the kit lens. But the Nifty 50, I mean, when you start using it, you understand why I compare it to the King of B-roll, which is the 85mm, by the way. But when you put this with the regular adapter on the Canon M50, well, it corresponds to like more or less 80mm, and the shallow depth of field you get, I mean, the blurry background is just mind-blowing, just incredible. So consider all these things, but that's not the purpose of today's video. Today's video is about this setup with the Joby Gorillapod in the Andor head, or with the Manfrotto Pixie Mini. So Canon M50, Rode VideoMicro mini tripod, and you can vlog like a pro. Well, I guess that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.